Progressive Skills in English, Level 1 Coursebook.
Hello and welcome to Theme 4, Episode 6. We're going to be beginning this episode with a skills check, which is going to be about looking for examples. Many sentences and paragraphs have this structure. Statement of fact. Students spend another 1.5 hours traveling. And then, for example, commuting to university and back home. If you don't understand the sentence, look for an example. It can help you to understand. We can introduce examples with, for example, or for instance, or such as, or like, or including. Sometimes examples just follow a dash. Okay, and now could you please give me some examples on what I said?
1. Commuting to university is an example of traveling. 2. We spend something like 1 hour per day in grooming activities such as cleaning your teeth and taking a shower.
And now we're going to be reading together the first vocabulary box for this episode. So first we have dash, for instance, highlight, including, like, paragraph, and topic. And now let's move on to a new activity where we're going to practice a new skill. And you're going to find some extracts in front of you on your screen, and let's read them together. Afterwards, we're going to think of possible examples in each case. So first we have, there are many different jobs at a university, such as
Bursar, dean, librarian.
Number 2, we have many different social clubs, including
Drama, geography, and football.
Number 3, the university maintenance office will check all portable electrical equipment. For example,
Radios, tablets, and laptop computers.
Number 4, be careful when you use encyclopedia websites such as
Wikipedia.
Number 5, complete the application form with your personal details.
Personal details such as name, age, and nationality.
Number 6, we are going to study philosophers and sociologists. For example,
Plato, Comte, and Ibn Khaldun.
Number 7, there are several frequency adverbs in English, including
Always, sometimes, and often.
Number 8, read a job advertisement carefully. You need to understand the requirements.
Personal qualities, qualifications, and experience.
Now let's read another vocabulary box together. Starting with account or account for, area, which is a type of activity, category, check, figure, in this case meaning number, parent, relaxing, and sleep. Now let's review some vocabulary together, and we're going to give some examples of each item that is going to be on your screen right now. So first one we have traveling.
Commuting, holiday.
2, grooming.
Washing your teeth or cleaning your teeth and having a shower.
3, rest.
Like relaxing or a nap.
4, chores.
Cleaning clothes, washing up, and cleaning the house.
5, part-time jobs.
Translating and teaching.
6, leisure activities.
Like reading, listening to music.
And now you're going to have a blue box in front of you on your screen, and let's read it together. According to research, US students spend 8.3 hours sleeping every day on average. They spend another 1.5 hours traveling and nearly 2 hours on eating, drinking, and grooming. Studying takes another 3.3 hours each day. In addition, the average student spends 3.1 hours on paid work. Finally, leisure and other activities account for 6 hours each day. And now we're going to be reading a text together. But before we do that, I want you to ask yourself, what is the article going to be about? And as we're reading, I want you to think about the next few points. I want you to think about the title of the text, the illustrations, the pie chart, and the first paragraph only. And last but not least, the topic sentences of paragraph 2, 3, and 4.
And now with our reading text, which is entitled as, "What does leisure mean to the average American?" Leisure is a small word, but it includes many different activities. On average, Americans have 5 hours of leisure time every day. How do they spend their leisure time? Some research suggests that children watch much less television than their parents. But according to the US Bureau of Labor, people in the USA still watch television for the majority of their free time. The average daily figure is 169 minutes. That's nearly 3 hours a day. After television, socializing is the next biggest activity. For example, sending text messages, telephoning, and using social media. 38 minutes a day goes on this activity, on average. This may seem very little, but it only takes a second to take part in networking, such as checking Facebook or sending a tweet. Computer games, like World of Warcraft and Angry Birds, account for another 27 minutes. This is a small amount of time, but remember, the survey covers all people 15 plus, including adults who do not play computer games at all. Games are followed by sports, 17 minutes, and reading, 19 minutes. The research doesn't give any details for the reading category, but presumably it's all kinds of reading, including Kindles and other kinds of ebooks. The next category is relaxing. For example, having a short sleep or doing nothing. Americans spend 18 minutes a day on this. They spend the same amount of time on the final area, other. The researchers do not explain this final category. Again, we have here a pie chart, and the figure here is about leisure time usage in the USA, teenagers, 15 plus, and adults. And the source is US Bureau of Labor Statistics, 2013.
Now, after reading the article, let's check what is each item on the left an example of. So number 1, sending text messages.
Sending text messages 1 is an example of socializing.
Number 2, checking Facebook.
Checking Facebook 2 is an example of networking.
Number 3, World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft number 3 is an example of computer games.
Number 4, having a short sleep.
Having a short sleep number 4 is an example of relaxing.
And number 5, Kindle.
Kindle 5 is an example of reading. Now, ending this episode would be somehow different because we will end it like with an activity. As we see in the episode, we have different pie charts. They divide the 24 hours per day into different activities. For example, for the average US student or the average US citizen. Now, each one of us is having his own pie chart for his own 24 hours per day. And I'm sure that if we actually gather different pie charts, we will have different divisions with different colors. Would you please sit up now for something like 5 or 10 minutes and draw and color your own pie charts, and don't forget to add proportions. Thank you.